This week's all-new episode of The Flash was called Legends of Today, but more than just being a new episode, it was the first part of a crossover event with Arrow, one that hopes to set the stage for the upcoming Legends of Tomorrow TV series. The show started off with Dr. Snow and Harrison Wells 2 attempting to find a way to make Barry faster, fast enough to hopefully defeat Zoom. They bring up a very interesting idea that perhaps the imposter Wells from Season 1 didn't want Barry to reach his full potential. Eventually, Wells 2 hits upon the idea of using a powerful, if dangerous, serum and getting Jay Garrick to play guinea pig for it all. The show really heats up, however, when we're introduced to Casper Crump as the immortal supervillain known as Vandal Savage. Now, his origins have been reworked in a big way in the show, but in the comics, Vandal was a caveman who was given immortality by the radiation of a comet. Crump is pretty damn impressive and imposing in the role, even if I feel they lean a little bit more on the magical side of his nature, when in the comics, he was something more akin to a Bond villain. Cisco, as always, seems to sum up characters perfectly in just one word, and for Vandal, he calls him a Highlander. It's true, he is immortal, he has inside him blood of kings, and if you got that joke, well, you're the reason I do this job. Savage's target in Central City turns out to be Kendra Saunders, or as she was once known, High Priestess Shiera. To help defend Kendra, who, now knows Barry's secret identity, seriously, Cisco, way to let your big mouth ruin everything. Wow, Patty is honestly the only person who doesn't know now. They really gotta fix that. Team Flash is forced to bring her to Star City for safekeeping. Now, I make no secret that Green Arrow is my favorite comic book superhero, and that I am also not a fan of the Arrow TV show. I could not help but feel that this crossover was, attempting to target people like me, or fans of Arrow who had abandoned the show for the Flash. Barry goes out of his way to say how much Ollie has changed, and how different things are in this city. Hey guys, did we mention things are different? Things are really different now. It's all cute, but I'm certainly not won over. I guess from a writing standpoint, it does make a lot of sense for Team Flash to go to Team Arrow for help on this one. After all, they do have more experience dealing with magical threats right about now. But wait, you thought Legends of Today was calming down. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, because Carter Hall, aka Prince Khufu, aka Hawkman, kidnaps Kendra in hopes of reminding her of her past lives, all the ones that they lived together as Egyptian royalty and all the other ones in between. Once again, things get further Highlanders. We discover Vandal is hunting the two lovers across the centuries because every time he kills them, he grows stronger somehow. They haven't explained that. Yes, it's all a little convenient and kind of a big middle finger to Hawk family villains like Shadow Thief, but oh, who am I kidding? I'm the only person who knows who that is. We get treated to an oh-so-classic hero misunderstanding, which leads to big hero versus hero fight before eventually everyone joins forces. And oh hey, this series, Merlyn by way of Jack Harkness stops by for a minute to help deliver some much-needed exposition before Hawkgirl can finally take her first flight. This all culminates in a big punch-em-up light show between heroes and Savage as he attempts to make off with a magical MacGuffin, which will no doubt play a much bigger role in Part 2. For my money, these CW crossover episodes are getting a lot better each time, and Legends of Today is a good example why. It felt like both casts were on much more even footing this time around. The villain was a major threat, one who felt like he warranted two heroes at the same time, and it manages to spin the whole Hawk person plate pretty well while also focusing on Flash's own ongoing side plots. I will say that it is a bit annoying that in these crossover events, Flash, because it's on first during the week, has to ask all the important questions and do all the heavy lifting, while Arrow gets off much easier, but this is a minor complaint in the greater scheme of things. I give this episode an 8 out of 10, and be sure to keep your eyes peeled as I will be covering Part 2 very soon. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.